What if two research peptides could become some of the most talked about compounds in longevity science? Today, inside the Playhouse Lab, we're exploring Epithalon and Pinealon and the fascinating research that's turning heads around the world. Before we begin, remember these compounds are for research purposes only. This episode is educational and reviews published scientific literature. It is not medical advice or a recommendation to use any research compound. Pinealon, also known as EDR, is an extremely small synthetic peptide made from just 3 amino acids: glutamic acid, aspartic acid, and arginine. Unlike many peptides that interact with receptors on the outside of cells, Pinealon has been studied for something much more unusual. Laboratory research suggests it may enter cells and influence gene expression by interacting with DNA-related processes, making it one of the more unique peptide bioregulators developed through Russian aging and neuroscience research. How Pinealon works. Current laboratory evidence suggests Pinealon may work differently than many peptides. Instead of simply activating a receptor, researchers believe it may enter the cell nucleus and influence the expression of genes involved in neuronal survival, antioxidant defenses, and normal cellular maintenance. Experimental work has also linked Pinealon with signaling pathways such as MAPK/ERK, which help regulate cell survival, repair, and responses to stress. These proposed mechanisms are still being investigated and should not be interpreted as established clinical effects.
Your body already makes peptides, so why take more? Because your body doesn't have a production problem. It has a signaling problem. Peptides are messengers. They tell your cells when to repair, when to adapt, when to respond. Your body is sending those signals constantly, but modern life corrupts the transmission. Sleep deprivation, chronic stress, poor nutrition, aging. Each one degrades how clearly those signals get through. Using peptides isn't adding something foreign. It's interacting with a system that already exists.
What has research found? Most of the available research comes from laboratory experiments and animal studies. In these studies, Pinealon has been associated with reduced oxidative stress, lower levels of neuronal cell death, improved resistance to oxygen deprivation, and better learning and memory performance in certain animal models. Some early human studies from Russian research groups have also reported improvements in memory and cognitive performance in specific patient populations, but these studies are limited and larger. Independent clinical trials are still needed. Potential areas of interest. Because of these findings, researchers continue investigating Pinealon in areas including cognitive aging, neuroprotection, oxidative stress, circadian rhythm regulation, and brain recovery after injury. However, these remain active areas of research rather than established medical uses. While Pinealon focuses primarily on the brain and nervous system, the next peptide shifts our attention to something even bigger: the biology of aging itself. Let's move on to Epithalon. Now, let's talk about one of the most fascinating peptides in longevity research, Epithalon. Epithalon is a synthetic peptide made of 4 amino acids and was developed from research into compounds naturally associated with the pineal gland, a small gland deep within the brain that helps regulate sleep and circadian rhythms through the hormone melatonin. Unlike peptides commonly studied for muscle growth or weight loss, Epithalon has been investigated for its potential role in healthy aging, cellular function, and longevity. It's important to remember that this research is still evolving and Epithalon is not approved as an anti-aging treatment. Scientists wanted to better understand why aging occurs and whether certain biological processes could be influenced. Because the pineal gland plays an important role in regulating the body's internal clock, researchers explored whether compounds related to this gland might help support normal cellular function as we grow older. This research eventually led to the development of Epithalon, which has been studied in laboratory experiments and limited human research for its effects on aging-related biological pathways. Over the past several decades, Epithalon has been investigated in laboratory studies, animal models, and a limited number of human studies. Researchers have explored its effects on cellular aging, antioxidant activity, immune function, sleep regulation, and overall health during aging. Some studies have reported improvements in biological markers associated with healthy aging, but these studies were generally small and require larger independent clinical trials to confirm their findings. Because of that, scientists view Epithalon as a promising area of longevity research, not as a proven therapy. Today, researchers continue studying Epithalon for several areas of interest, including healthy aging, cellular repair, circadian rhythm regulation, antioxidant defenses, and age-related changes in the immune system. These investigations are helping scientists better understand the biology of aging, but much remains to be learned before any clinical conclusions can be made. Epithalon remains one of the most intriguing peptides ever studied in longevity science. While the early research is certainly fascinating, it's important to separate scientific investigation from proven medical treatments. As always, the Playground Lab is here to explore the research, explain the science, and let you decide where the evidence leads.
I'm not a drug, I'm a signal. 4 amino acids, ALA, glue, ASP, glide. I am Epithalon. I didn't come from supplement culture. I came from pineal research where scientists were watching what aging does to gene expression, to telomeres, to your body's internal clock. Here's what I actually do. I increase HTRT expression in human somatic cells. That raises telomerase activity. That can extend telomeres in some models. I also shift aged chromatin out of repressed states, because aged DNA forgets how to read itself, forgets repair, forgets rhythm. I influence pineal output, melatonin cycling, circadian timing, the endocrine drift that comes with age. I don't replace your hormones. I don't force sleep. I bias signaling back toward a younger pattern. Am I proof of immortality? No, I'm data. A small peptide with a long paper trail and an unfinished verdict. The mechanism matters more than the marketing.
So, how do these two peptides fit together? While researchers continue to study both compounds independently, they are often discussed together because they focus on different areas of healthy aging research. Pinealon has primarily been investigated for its potential role in supporting neuronal health, protecting brain cells from oxidative stress, and maintaining normal cognitive function. Epithalon, on the other hand, has been studied for its potential influence on cellular aging, telomere biology, circadian rhythms, and overall cellular function. Together, they represent two different approaches to longevity research, one centered on the brain and nervous system, and the other focused on broader cellular aging processes. Whether these peptides provide complementary benefits in humans remains an active area of scientific investigation. Longevity science is evolving every year, and peptides like Pinealon and Epithalon continue to spark curiosity among researchers around the world. While many questions remain unanswered, studying these compounds helps us better understand the biology of aging and the incredible complexity of the human body. Here at the Playground Lab, our goal isn't to sell hype, it's to explore the science, separate fact from speculation, and bring you the latest research in a way that's easy to understand. I'll see you in the next experiment. This episode is intended for educational and informational purposes only. Pinealon and Epithalon are research compounds, and much of the evidence discussed comes from laboratory, animal, or limited human studies. They are not approved by the FDA to treat, cure, or prevent disease. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making decisions about your health, and never use online content as a substitute for professional medical advice. Thanks for watching the Playground Lab.